looks like we're going to finally retire this battery. I've decided to just, since I got the whole winter to go, just replace the whole battery itself. I'll probably use these old cells for like a booster pack. If I want to take it to 90 volts, I can ride along with one of these as a booster pack at 20 amp hours. Or I can leave them at home for a battery backup. But these have served me well for 12 years, so I think it's time to retire them and start building the new ones, which I've already started. I was going to take you along with me and pull this sucker apart. See if we find anything like bulging cells or anything like that. That's loose. Could have been a problem. Anyway, let's pull it apart. Now what I did do is I ended up putting Scotch tape over the BMS wires before I used this tuck tape, because this stuff is really gooey. If you're wondering what the stuff is used for those who don't know, it's used for vapor barrier and building materials. It's a very strong tape. It worked well enough to keep this together for the couple of years that I was running it. Stuff is tough. The BMS has worked out pretty good. Had zero problems with it, and it does do what it's designed to do. If, every time I was having a problem with one of the cells, it would cut out. So it's doing its job. Well worth the money. Snippers. This BMS won't be going back on this one. Yeah, the riding season is officially over for me. I took the bike out today and it was just cold and there's so many leaves, and it was a very enjoyable ride, to tell you the truth. That and the brakes are failing. Again. Sorry about the noise in the background. It is laundry day, so it is what it is. Yeah, so like I said, if I can source out which ones are still good, I will make a 12 volt pack for my 90 volt rod. This way I can do some running around at 72 volts, and when I want to fly around and be a jackass, I'll up it to 90 volts. if I get the chance, I actually will buy these cells again. I mean, come on, 12 years? They're good cells. Yeah, they cost a little over $1,000, but you get your money's worth. Oh, look at that. Probably a good thing I pulled this apart. You see that? Whoa. You see those? Not making a connection there? Oh, please tell me that those cells are alright. That could have been the problem I was having before. Let's just quickly test those cells. I don't know how long they've been sitting like that. Have to get it on the charger right away. $333, $332, $333. Okay, so it hasn't been that long that they've been sitting like that. Yeah, these are all good. They're good cells. The capacity is amazing considering their size. Yeah. Looks like we're good here. That made me nervous. Anyway, we'll pull that apart later, off camera, and redo those. They gotta be rewired anyway with the RCA's. I mean, the the RC wire. Oh, RCA's. I know this has been like this for 12 years. This feels really weird ripping this thing apart. Wanted to leave it till the last moment only because the weather, you know what the weather's been like lately. It's one day it's 40 below and the next day it's nice and warm. It's sunny at high of 30. So it just bothers me when I didn't want to pull the stuff apart and then have a couple of nice days and I can't go for a ride. At this point I don't even care. The weather is shit anyway. Okay, there's the BMS. Here's the original label. Powerizer. 12.8 volts at 20 amp hours. Damn good cells. See, one of the reasons why I'm not actually purchasing more of these cells is because on their website, you know, if I'm going to put out $1,200 for a set of batteries like this, I expect them to be shipped and kept an eye on until they arrive at my door. The first thing it says on their website now is, you're taking your chances. If you basically order batteries from them, if they show up, they show up. They're not liable, which is bullshit. It's not how you run a business. You want customers. Make the customer feel like they're going to get what they paid for and appreciate their business and make them feel like yeah, you know, I'm happy that you're buying our product, but if you get it, you get it. I don't give a shit about you. Anyway, let me quickly clean these things up. It is done. Like I said, by the time I pull these apart, like these two here, this one has been marked, this one's been marked, these two here are bad. I mean, they still hold the charge, but they drop off faster than the rest, which makes no good for pack. It's just it's a good indication that they're on their way out. So by the time I'm done, like this one's marked 2. By the time I'm done, if I'm lucky, I'll have two 12-volt groups. That's about it. The rest are going to recyclers. I have about 3 more down there ready to go. But, yeah, they were pretty good. Definitely got my money's out of them. Best deal on batteries yet. And I'm glad I pulled it apart because you can see that. That's the problem when you use really, really, really thick wire. The RC wire does solder better than this stuff did. So, anyway, this will be all cut apart and put in separate modules like this to be easier to replace. They're pretty much the same as one of these, same size. Only difference is more capacity. These are 20, these are 24. And not even 5 seconds after building this thing, and I've already blew it up. The rectifier that goes in between the negative and positive for reverse voltage, this one is reverse wired. Black is positive and positive is negative, and I cross the streams. Duh.